Masipnayang araw, grade 10 students. So, in this video, I will illustrate again how to find the measures of position for grouped data. So, last time we discussed how to find the quartiles for group data. So, ngayon naman, we will tackle how to find the deciles or the percentiles for group data. So, given sets of video lessons, pati na rin po sa pag-aaral sana ninyo sa inyong mga self-learning modules, you should be able to illustrate and calculate the specified decile or percentile of a given group data. So, let's have a review of what we have tackled in the previous modules about deciles. So, the deciles are the 9 score points that divide the distribution into 10 equal parts. So, in this particular illustration, we have D sub 1, D sub 2 or D3, D4, D5, D6, D7, D8, and D9. And these deciles divide the distribution into 10 equal parts. O bawat division ng ating distribution ay may 10%. And another one is itong decile 5 or the 5th decile is also the median of the distribution. On the other hand, percentiles are values that separate a set of data into 100 equal groups, and actually there are 99 score points that represent percentiles. So from P1 hanggang P99. So P50 is also the median of the distribution. So percentiles or percentile is also used to describe values according to the percentage below them. So, in our previous lesson, we have discussed how to find the quartiles of a given group data at ginagamitan natin ito ng formula. Ito po yun. So, halos parehas lang ito sa pagkuha or ang formula nito ay halos parehas din sa mga formula ng pagkuha ng decile or percentile. Ang pagkakaiba nga lang po ay itong nasa denominator sa pagkuha ng quartile class. So, K times n over 4 kapag quartile, Kn over 10 kapag sa decile, and Kn over 100 kapag ang hinahanap natin ay percentile. So, halos magkakapares lang sila sa mga given. So, x sub LB or the lower boundary, n is the total frequency, this is the cumulative frequency, the frequency of the class, and of course, I is the class size of the class interval. So, isa pang concern ay yung value ng K. When we are required to solve for quartile, and we all know that there are 3 score points for quartile, so ang value dapat ni K lang ay 1 or 2 or 3. Kapag deciles naman, or ang decile lang ang hinahanap, the range of values of K are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. O ito lang po yung mga pwede kasi this represents the 9 score points. In terms of percentile, itong K maaring 1, 2, 3, 4 hanggang 99. Depende kung anong percentile ang hinahanap natin. In terms of the steps, so this is also the same as the steps in finding quartiles. So ito yung na-discuss ko nung nakaraan or last session. So, step 1 is to determine the I, N, or kung wala pa pong binigay sa given na columns for lower boundary and less than cumulative frequency, alam naman natin kung paano na kumuha ng mga ito. So, sa step 2, determine the class interval by using, kapag quartile, ito po yung formula, kapag decile, ito po yung gagamitin, at sa kapag percentile, ito po yung gagamitin natin. So, again, I would like to emphasize that kapag quartiles, denominator po ay 4, kapag decile, denominator po ay 10, at sa kapag percentiles, denominator ay 100. Step 3, base sa result po sa step 2, so mapipili na natin ngayon yung class interval na kung saan yung Q sub K or D sub K or si Phi sub K class is contained. At ang basehan po natin sa pag-check ay yung cumulative frequency, less than cumulative frequency. And after the result of step 2 and step 3, pwede na nating kunin ang mga facts. Yung lower boundary, yung less than cumulative frequency below the class, and then the frequency of the class. And gagamitan na lang ngayon natin ng formula, depende kung ano yung hinahanap natin, yung quartile ba, decile ba, or percentile. And based from the result, we can now make conclusion. So these are the steps in finding the measures of position in a certain given group data. So I will have example, or I have here one example. The following data shows the scores of students in Mathematics 10 written work number 5. So we will find 8 decile, or 8 decile, the 4th decile, 63rd percentile, and the 35th percentile.